Hey everyone, it is May 15th, 2025, and today we're going to be doing a walk of New York City's 5th Avenue, starting off here at Madison Square Park, on the corner of West 26th Street and 5th. We're going to be going all the way up to Central Park South, right outside the Plaza Hotel and the Sherry Netherland. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. You know, it's a shame this new development is being built right in the middle of the best view of the Empire State Building. But I guess it's good for the new residents of that tower, because they're going to have some of the most spectacular front row views of the Empire. This is now the corner of 27th Street and 5th. And finally, after about 2.5 days, the sun seems to be just coming out. This is one of my favorite shots of the Empire State Building from the corner of 28th Street and 5th. That black building right there on the left is the brand new Ritz-Carlton Nomad. There's been a ton of changes all up and down Broadway, I would say, since the pandemic, especially between 32nd Street, Korea Way, and 23rd Street, which is right in front of the Flatiron Building. They completely redid the bike lanes on Broadway, and they partially closed down that strip to vehicle traffic. So a lot of the restaurants there have these gorgeous outdoor dining patios stretching into the street, making it feel like you're in Europe a little bit. I think the more pedestrian friendly we can make New York City, the better. right here on the corner of 30th Street and 5th Avenue. This is this pretty cool sushi place that I would recommend. However, it really doesn't have the best sushi. It's cool because you order it on an iPad and the sushi comes to you on a little conveyor belt. So it's kind of like being in Japan. I would say it's more of an experience restaurant, but definitely not the best quality sushi. But if you want to go there, it's on the corner of 30th and 5th. We're now headed towards Koreatown. Which is 32nd Street, but my favorite Korean restaurant in the city actually sits on 31st Street, right in between 5th and Madison Avenue. It is called Take 31. There's also another Korean restaurant called Her Name is Han. And I think they're owned by the same owner. This is now the corner of 32nd Street and 5th. This is the heart of Koreatown. The vast majority of the restaurants are going to be between Broadway and 5th on 32nd Street. But two famous Korean barbecue spots are right here, which is Love Korean Barbecue. And then this one, which is Baekjung, Agassi, I believe, but it is a Baekjung rebrand. Now coming up to the corner of 34th Street and 5th Avenue. Right in front of us we have the Graduate Center at the City University of New York, which is a really beautiful building. And then adjacent from us, we have the main entrance to the Empire State Building. If you were to make a left on 34th, headed northbound, you would run right into Herald Square, where you have Macy's. And then going a little bit further, you have 34th Street, Penn Station. I almost forgot, it's almost the NYU graduation week. The city is going to fill up with a lot of guests coming to visit family members graduating NYU. Now this is 36th Street and 5th Avenue. We're headed towards the New York Public Library and the Stephen Schwarzman building. The next building here is the old Lord and Taylor building, which is now going to be converted into a food hall. I think it's going to be called Shaver Hall, and it's supposed to open this summer, 2025. And if you look at it, all the way at the top, it even still has the original Lord & Taylor logo on it. It's a really nice building. It sits on the corner of 38th Street and 5th Avenue. You're going to start to notice a big increase in foot traffic here, mainly because we're coming up on 42nd Street. And if you go to the corner of 42nd and 5th, and you head over towards Madison or Lexington Avenues, you're going to run right into Grand Central Terminal, which is a huge commuting hub here in New York City. To your left, you see the Stephen Schwartzman Building, which is the New York Public Library, and the official start of Bryant Park, which goes from 5th Avenue all the way to Avenue of the Americas. You can even see Bank of America Tower and Salesforce Tower in the distance. As we pass right in front of the New York Public Library, you're going to see the two famous lions, which are Patience and Fortitude.
$200?
It's a really beautiful place. And right in front of us, you can see the Chrysler Building. And we're about to pass one of my favorite new developments in the city. This is 520 Park, or excuse me, 525th Avenue. Very reminiscent of 130 William in terms of the architecture. Now on 44th Street, and 5th, and you could really start to see the street traffic or the foot traffic pick up in the distance.
Founder is involved in college.
We're going to pass the New York City's Diamond District, Rockefeller Center, and St. Patrick's Cathedral here in a minute. You can see the top of 30 Rock. And this is the corner of 46th Street. One more 47th and we'll officially be in the Diamond District. The main area of the Diamond District stretches between 5th Avenue and Avenue of the Americas on 47th Street. It's very easy to tell if you're in the Diamond District too, because you'll have those two big diamond lampposts.
What will make you think hepatitis? Okay, now we gotta work up.
This is now 48th Street. Looks like H&M is having some sort of an event. And we're now on 49th Street, looking right at Saks Fifth Avenue. And this beautiful Art Deco building centered perfectly in the screen. That is 30 Rockefeller Center. This is now the corner of 50th Street and 5th, where you have the St. Patrick's Cathedral, which seems to be pretty busy today. To the right is 641 5th. This is the Olympic Tower. And not this weekend, but next weekend is Fleet Week in New York City, so you're going to see a lot of U.S. military personnel. This building to the right used to be the Versace flagship in New York, but then they moved their flagship to, I believe, Madison Avenue, and now Skims, which is Kim Kardashian's company, has now taken over the building. So it's a really beautiful building, the facade. Just know that if you're visiting here, this used to be the main Versace flagship location. One of my favorite buildings in the city is coming up on the left. You're going to have St. Thomas Church on 51st Street. And then on 53rd Street, St. Thomas Church and 54th Street, you're going to have the University Club, which is just an unbelievable building, architecturally speaking. Beautiful building.
Ah voilà, elles ont dû être contentes là encore. Hein.
Okay, the corner of 5th Avenue and 53rd Street. This is the beautiful St. Thomas Church. The inside of the University Club kind of reminds me a little bit of the Morgan Library, if you've ever been to it. It's just a stunning place. And here is one of my favorite buildings in all of New York City. The University Club of New York. Beautiful, beautiful building. If you want to check it out yourself, it sits on the corner of West 54th Street and 5th Avenue. We're now near the St. Regis Hotel to our right, and to our left you have the Peninsula Hotel, both sitting on 55th Street and 5th Avenue. Both really beautiful hotels. The Peninsula will sit on the west side of 5th Avenue, and the St. Regis sits on the east side of 5th Avenue. And then as we head towards 57th Street, you're going to have the iconic Crown Building. And inside the Crown Building is the famous Aman New York Hotel. The little skinny building you see is Steinway Tower, developed by JDS. here's the Trump Tower. This is open to the public until I believe about 10 p.m. They do keep it rather clean in here. On the upper level you have some indoor dining like an Italian cafe. But downstairs you have the Trump Grill. And to the right you have the Trump Whiskey Bar. Now this used to be a huge waterfall. I think they just deactivated it. And they're hanging this massive American flag. And once again, this is all open to the public, so if you want to come in here, sit down and get some work done, you can. The Fifth Avenue address is 725 Fifth Avenue. And we'll go ahead and make a right, and that'll be the corner of 57th, technically New York City's Billionaires Row. Now coming into view, you have Central Park. Right across the street from Grand Army Plaza and the Sherry Netherland Hotel.
Oh, there's a doctor.
We have Bergdorf Goodman. And here's a better look at the Crown Building. You have the Amman, New York. And here's the beautiful Plaza Hotel. On the corner of 58th and 5th, they're doing renovations on Grand Army Plaza. It's going to be a brand new Grand Army Plaza, opening at the end of the summer, I think. And there's the famous Sherry Netherland. And here is the famous Fifth Avenue Apple Store, the flagship. Right, if you enjoyed that walking tour of New York City's Fifth Avenue, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for joining.